Hey guys, I've got something a little different for you today, and I want to share two things really. A finger picking style that I'm using here, and this is just something that it's kind of something I've adapted over the years, and also want to share two just really simple 3-chord progressions. They're both in the same key, the key of E minor, but I want to share how you can use these progressions with this style. I think this is cool. I'll talk more about why I'm doing this video, and there's another little secret I have right here that you see. There's a pick in there. I'll talk about why that's there at the end of the video, so hang around for that. Alright, so this isn't going to be a lengthy video because it is hot out here, which I don't know why I'm drinking coffee in the heat. It's just something I do. I'll be switching to beer in about an hour from now. Alright, so the first progression, I'm going to tell you the chords first. It's going to be E minor, then we're going to play a C, then a D. That's it. I want to keep this simple. Now, what I'm going to be doing is playing it like this, and I'm going to share the technique with you. And we've got some background instruments and singing from the birds. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright, so the technique here I'm using is I'm basically using my thumb for the first two strings, the E and the A string here, okay? And then I'm using my first finger, my pointer finger here, for the other strings, the lighter strings here. I'm going to play this part slow, just as E minor, so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'll try to get a close-up shot here. I'm picking with my thumb that first string, that open E string, and then I'm going with my first finger. Remember, my first finger is used for all the lighter strings. Thumb is for the E and the A string in this situation here. So thumb on the first string, all right, open. Then with my first finger, I'm going B, G, and then I'm gonna go back with my thumb and hit that A string, okay? And again, we're just fretting a regular E minor here. And then I will use my first finger to go E, B, G. Okay, so let me play this slower. So if you need to pause the video right here and just practice that. Okay, that's the E minor. Now when we go to the C, and I play my C a little bit differently sometimes. Sometimes I'll play it like this, or I might play it like this. Most of the time I play it like that, but I think when I started this, I was playing it just a regular C chord. And it's just something you can do. The only difference there is that B string, first fret versus third fret there. So that's really the only difference, okay? So what we're doing here is the same cadence, the same everything. We're just picking the same. So instead of the E and the A string, we're using our thumb for the A and the D string, all right? So, but same thing with your first finger there. Now, again, you can play the C like this, and I wasn't going to throw this in the video, but I oftentimes play my C this way on that B string third fret instead. So this is what it sounds like. To me, it just sounds a little bit cooler. You could even mix it up if you wanted to. And again, that wasn't really supposed to be part of this video, but I like to show you guys those little extra things that come out. All right, so lastly, we've got the D chord here, and I'm playing it just like this. Now, same cadence. The only difference here is we're only using our thumb for one string, and it's that open D string, okay? And then the other three strings, we're playing with our first finger. Now, when we were playing the E minor and the C, I was using my thumb for the next string over as well. In this case, we don't have that, so we're just constantly playing that open D. So here we go again. Now I want to show you guys another way to play this progression here. Same progression, E, C, and then the D. All right, I'm going to play it for you. And the reason I'm showing you this is just another way to have some more open notes in your progression, and it just gives you a different vibe and different sound here. So. Really cool, beautiful sound there. Same cadence, same everything that we did before. I'm using my thumb for that first note, okay? And then I'm using my pointer finger, my first finger, for the other strings that we're playing. In this case, we're only using our thumb for the one string. Kind of like the D that we played earlier, we just keep going back to that one note for that. So actually, this kind of simplifies things a little bit. And again, I'm just going to call out what I'm playing here. That E minor, how we're playing that is we've got our first finger there on the A string 7th fret. Then the only other fret that we're going to be playing is the B string 8th fret. Now, when I go to the C, I just go to that regular C, but I play it the other way that I showed you earlier. Then the D, what we're doing is the A string 5th fret, and then we're going to do the B string 7th fret. So that's pretty much it. That's your two progressions. Just think in simple terms: E minor, C, D. We're using our thumb for that first string, sometimes the second, depending on the circumstance here. And then our first finger, we're just using to pick. Now, what I recommend you do, if you haven't played the style before, it does take some time to get used to. Don't overthink it. Just pick one chord. Just go to that E minor in the beginning that we played and just work on that. Second thing is, I don't want you to get hung up on playing this little progression exactly the way that I'm playing it. This is really important here, because I know a lot of you might be saying, well, hey, what's the tabs for this? I'm not throwing the tabs up on this video. I just want to get this out there to you guys today. And I did call out the notes. There's some pretty simple notes, but don't get too hung up on that. What I want you to really grasp here is the technique and the concept that we're using, and apply that to whatever comes out when you're playing. That's important, because that's how you get to be a better guitarist and better musician. You know, you can learn what I showed you, that's fine, but I want you really to expand outside of that, expand beyond that. Now, one little thing before we end the video here. You notice I've got a little secret weapon right there, and that is a pick. See how I've got that between, you know, right there, kind of hooked on my middle finger there. The reason I do that, sometimes I like to strum, and then I like to do this finger picking style kind of like in the same song, if you will. So we got a plane flying over, so I'll wait till he gets to where he's going. It's kind of noisy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. All right, so let's go back to the simple E minor, C, D progression we played in the beginning. Well, same progression, but the way we're playing it, just the regular chords, right? You see how easy that was for me to switch from finger picking to picking. And that's because I've got my pick on a little hook right there. It's like my middle finger's like a little hook. Now be careful, you can drop the pick like I just did. That that can happen sometimes. I did that on purpose, by the way, but it's happened like when I've been on stage playing. So usually I'll have a pick on my mic stand. You guys know those little pick things that you put on the mic stand to just snag one real quick. But anyway, I just want to share that last little tip with you guys there, where, you know, I just have it kind of hooked under there, and this way I'm using my first finger to finger pick, and when I need to just whip out my pick, it's right there. I can just quickly do it, and then I can quickly put it back under there just like that and go back to finger picking. So I thought I'd share that little bonus tip with you guys. And guys, let me know in the comments if this type of video, the acoustic videos, if this is something you'd like to see more of. I know I usually cover metal guitar and many subgenres of hard rock and heavy metal, and we'll always do that. I'll always do that on this channel. You guys know that. But if you'd like me to throw out an acoustic video, you know, once a month, maybe even twice a month, hey, I'd love to do that. I think acoustic is really an important part of guitar playing. I really feel like that every guitar player, I don't care what subgenre you play of metal, even if you're playing like some of the darkest metal and that's all you play, I still think every guitar player should own an acoustic guitar. It's just my personal feelings, because this is kind of the culprit. This is where it starts. So anyway, if you guys would like to see more videos on acoustic, let me know. I'd be happy to crank one out once or twice a month or something like that. Also, real quick, for those of you who do not have my free practice guide, 10 metal riffs and licks, grab that. There's a link in the description of this video, so get your copy of that. And guys, please give this a thumbs up. I hope you had fun playing this little riff and learning the little finger picking technique that I'm using here. Until next time, keep it, well, I guess we're keeping it acoustic today. Keep it metal and keep it acoustic sometimes.